So you want an electric car, but you don't want to spend a ton of money getting into one. You've come to the right place.
It's electrifying.
These are the best of a crop of EVs that won't break the bank. The Leaf is a long-standing EV nameplate, with the first model debuting way back in 2011. The current second-generation Leaf is the only EV that starts under 30 grand right now. That entry-level model gets 149 miles of EPA estimated range. It's worth noting, however, that we aren't sure if it will qualify for the EV tax incentive given the new rules that went into effect at the start of this year. Nissan says it's still working on figuring that out. Frankly, the Leaf is a pretty good small car, especially considering the price. It's a quiet, comfortable place to be, and the only real downside is the lack of a real headline-grabbing range figure. Buyers who want more range can upgrade to the Leaf Plus and its bigger battery, which was good for 237 miles in the Edmunds range test. But Plus, as you probably guessed, means more of this. Okay, shameless plug time. If you're interested in EVs, you probably want to know about range. Luckily for you, we do our own range testing here at Edmunds. We've put 70 different EVs under the microscope so far, so if you want to see who's got the most range, who beats the EPA, and who doesn't, take a look at the link in the description. And why not like and subscribe, because who else works this hard? Next up is the Mini Cooper SE. This fully electric version of the Mini has a driving range of just 114 miles, but it's worth noting that we were able to get 129 miles during the Edmunds range test. Starting price is a tick under $32,000, but it doesn't qualify for the $7,500 tax credit if you buy one. If you lease one, however, at least right now, you will get the tax credit. $32,000 is actually quite a bit of coin when you consider just how small this thing is, and that range figure is far from impressive. The Mini does sport a chic minimalist cabin that does feel very high quality for something of this class, and because of its tiny dimensions, it's actually pretty fun to drive, not to mention real easy to park. One final word on the Mini, a brand new one is slated to show up for 2025, and it's looking like a major step forward, inside and out. If you want more information about that car, check out my buddy Clint's video. Who knows, maybe he'll write you a little thank you card. There's a new Kona EV out. We already reviewed the gas one, so if you want to peek that video and get to know the new Kona inside and out, check out the link right up here. We haven't driven the electric version just yet, but we do know it'll be almost exactly the same as the gas-powered car, aside from, the EV part. That means there'll be plenty of space, a tech-rich, high-quality cabin, and the same funky styling that might not be for everybody. It'll have a starting price of around $34,000, but as far as we know right now, it won't qualify for that all-important $7,500 tax incentive because it's built in Korea. Hyundai says the 2024 Kona EV will have an estimated range of 260 miles on a single charge, but we'll have to wait until we get our hands on one to put it through our own range test. The 2024 Chevy Equinox is a bit of an enigma. No one's driven it, and Chevy has only released pricing for 2 of the 5 trims. The base single-motor front-wheel drive model should set you back around $36,000, and for that you'll get a Chevy estimated range of 319 miles. There are a few unknowns here, like what it's like to drive and if it will surpass its range estimate in our own testing, but we have had the chance to sit inside a few of these and get a feel for the interior, and our initial impressions are pretty good. There's a lot of room for passengers, and check out these huge bright screens. Just be aware that the Equinox will carry forward GM's transition away from Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so if those are must-haves for you, you might want to look elsewhere. The Volvo EX30 might have flown a little under the radar, but the small electric crossover is looking to make a major impression. Its starting price of just over 36 grand is hugely attractive, and so is the claimed range of 275 miles. Sadly, it doesn't qualify for the EV tax credit if you buy one, but you might be able to get that if you lease one. For that money, you also get Volvo's classic Scandinavian minimalism, both inside and out. The interior sort of mimics what Tesla's been doing, and it gets rid of the display ahead of the driver and crams almost all of the functions into the center screen. It's worth noting that the EX30 is small though. If you're thinking Model Y size, you're thinking too big. The EX30 is more than a foot shorter than that car, and we've yet to see if American buyers will want something so petite. Tesla's become pretty famous for changing its prices, like a lot, but all that really means is its cars keep getting cheaper. Good news if you're buying, less good if you're selling. As we were working on this video, Tesla finally made the new version of the Model 3 available in the United States. The new Model 3 comes in 2 variants, the cheapest of which is the one we'll focus on here. For 2024, it costs a hair over $40,000, but as of right now, it doesn't qualify for the EV tax incentive. The new base Model 3 has a single motor and rear-wheel drive and gets a claimed 272 miles of range on a full charge. It's worth noting, however, that no Tesla we've ever put on our range loop has ever exceeded its EPA estimated range, and we've done 8 of them. It's the most expensive EV on our list today, but the Model 3 is still a great buy at this price. In fact, the updates make it even better looking, and there are a number of quality of life changes that should make it both more comfortable and quieter on the day-to-day. If you can get past the fact that there's no instrument cluster and you don't mind doing literally everything in the touchscreen, then the new Model 3 will make a fine everyday companion. What about one of the most affordable and popular EVs out there, the Chevy Bolt? Well, the Bolt would have made it on this list, but it's dead for 2024. Chevy has already said the Bolt will make a comeback soon, but for right now, you're locked out. You know, because it's a dead Bolt. I'm sorry. And there you have it. If you want a more in-depth review of any of the vehicles I just talked about, check out the links in the video description. Remember how we said some of these cars are so new we haven't driven them yet? Those links will be updated as soon as we have any new information. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't, I won't be mad, just disappointed. Bye! There are a few unknowns here, like what it's like to drive, and if you want for 129 miles during the Edmunds range test. Ugh. Come on, Nick. The Mini does have a chic minimalist cabin, and it does The Mini does sport a chic minimalist cabin. I did it again.